Newton-Brown. I'm the Liberal candidate for Prahran. I live locally. This is the second time I've run in the seat of Prahran. I ran in 2006, and previous to that I'd run several times in the Melbourne City Council elections and finally got there on my third attempt. So this is my second attempt at state politics, and I've been working very hard over the last year or so to highlight the failings of the Labor government. Just a bit about myself. I have 3 young children, aged 6 through to 10, and I work as a barrister in the planning field. And many of you I've worked with local battles in planning that seem to be springing up all over the place over recent years, and I'll talk a bit more about that later on. I've also, outside of the planning and legal world, I've also had a range of experience doing things such as setting up the first water taxi service, floating marquees, I've got a little cafe underneath the Southgate footbridge, which is about to reopen again for summer. So I've got a fairly broad experience. My motivation for running is I think that 11 years is long enough. They're now asking for 15 years and to fix the problems. Now, in 11 years, I think if you can't fix the problems, then there's something wrong. In fact, the problems have been created in the last 11 years. A sobering fact is that in the last 28 years in Victoria, the Liberals have only been in government for 7 years. 7 years out of the last 28 years. And we took on a state that was bankrupt, in decay, and turned that around in 7 years. We are now heading towards the same state again. And that's part of the reason why it's time for a change. It's time to consider the alternative of the Liberal Party and Ted Baillieu to be running the state. Locally there's been so many issues which looks like I'll get onto later on.
No, you've got a couple of seconds.
No, that's all right. I'll thank you for this opportunity to speak to you all. I've met many of you and worked with many of you before, and you've no doubt seen me out and about every weekend. So looking forward to your questions.